Peace and love, it's your boy Don Kilam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kilam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love. Peace and love, it's your boy Don Kilam. You're tapped in and tuned in with Dream Keepers Radio Podcast. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm with Manny Fresco. Man, you're a man of many names too, man.
Yeah.
Let us know who you are and where you from, man.
Well, if you go by my government name, I'm named after my father. I'm from Rhode Island, Cranston, Providence. It's all the same. One little state on the map, but we're doing big things over there. It's a lot of beautiful things to see over there. Yeah.
So how'd you bump into Don Kilam?
Man, I bumped into Don Kilam on Instagram. I was scrolling. At first, I was looking for information. I was getting some enlightenment. And I scrolled through Instagram, and his face popped up, and he said, "Prosperity is your divine birthright."
Let's go.
And I took that to heart. And I kept digging in for the information.
So, I mean, why'd that stick out to you?
Because it felt like a fact.
I mean, what is prosperity? A lot of people don't know what prosperity is. Now, I'm going to tell you before you answer that question,
Yeah.
the only reason why I like the word prosperity is because the prosperity cannot be taxed. I'm not a licensed attorney, tax expert, do this for educational and informational purposes only. But yeah, what's prosperity mean to you?
Prosperity is a plethora of things, right? It could be wealth, love, trust. Prosperity is just abundance in all aspects of life.
I like that. I like those definitions because people think that having money is abundance and prosperity.
It's not.
You know, having a lot of money, like people think it's high vibrational because you have a lot of it. It takes a high vibration to grab a lot of cash or a lot of money just because it's a lot. But it's very a low vibrational entity. It's just paper.
Yeah.
You know, it's just numbers on the screen.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I do look at it as tally marks, like part of your goals. Like it's a credit system.
I mean,
like when I was talking with, I'm not even going to mention names. I don't even want to mention names today. So I'm gonna get into what we've been working with.
Man,
too.
You should shout out the names. Give them a shout out, whoever it is.
I mean, so it was a husband and wife. So
okay.
we
they
talked
want
to
be
them.
discreet.
Yeah, we talked to them. They're board members for sure.
Okay.
So it's like
it's private stuff.
So it's like where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I'm still allowing the public to get access to me, but it was a great experience for you.
Yeah, it was.
So we had a call. One lady is still in Section 8 housing, like a low-income housing. Definitely not going to say her name, but she could afford the call. She stacked that money and got the consultation. So I want y'all to know there's no excuses. Like, if this lady don't have a job, she's taking care of 2 kids.
There's no excuses.
And she's taking care of 2 men. She told us that, too,
yeah,
didn't
she did.
She's taking care of 2 men and 2 kids. So she's just like, and I'm in low income housing, but I made sure to get this money to call you.
I mean, she took it serious.
Yeah.
She stacked her money up and took her prosperity serious.
Yeah. So I told you, I said the next call is going to be worth that call. So then the next call, out the gate, she says, I have $300,000 liquid right now. Mm-hmm. You know, she's working on a $186 million project. Yeah. I'm like, like.
I remember that call.
Yeah.
I remember that call.
It's like, I'm at a point where I'm still the old Don Kilam, still reaching those fans.
You're still you.
I'm headed towards the right direction. And that's what I'm working on with you. You know, we've been learning.
Definitely headed in the right direction.
Private trust and unincorporated associations.
Unincorporated associations. And I'm figuring out a way how to work that with crypto as well.
That's lit. Yeah, you got your own things going on. Yeah. And that's why I like the people next to you. Shout out to Bams.
Yeah, shout out to Bam. Shout out to Rayhan. Shout out to a couple people, Will, Brando Sins, Medi Missions.
Let's go.
Yeah, shout out everybody from Rhode Island, man. Crook Rock, Street Nerds, Cali Tats, Drama, Gargoyle.
Shout out to Gargoyle. He's in tune too.
He's in tune.
But she knew Bams knew about 508c1As.
Yeah,
she knew about the ministry. That blew my mind. She was an ordained minister too.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
one thing people were asking me about is, because I'm telling them a 508c1A is an unincorporated association.
Yes.
Well, a lot of people don't understand the difference. If it's not a faith-based organization or church in your bylaws, then it's an unincorporated association. The 508c1As do not apply.
And they could be used in the same kind of way.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same concept.
Thing, same concept.
But it's like we're not under any federal laws.
Exactly.
But when it comes to the faith-based ministry or something like that, then you incorporate the 508c1A.
And shout out to my father.
A shout out to Pops.
At La Gran Parada. And my mother, Ceneda's Restaurant.
Yeah, talk about that. So your family, you already have a family business.
Yeah, there's actually a few family businesses. My lineage comes from my father's restaurant, or at least it's deeper than that, but my father had it, my grandfather had it, then my father bought it from him. My parents were married, they divorced, and my mom she opened up her own place.
That's lit.
So that's two family businesses.
That's lit.
But also there's Pitos, Carolinas, there's a few La Candela, up in Mass, Celia's. There's a lot of family restaurants.
What's your nationality?
I'm from La Isla de Quiqueya. And if you don't know what that is, I'm Dominican.
I didn't know what it is.
Yeah.
And what I teach is about nationality.
Yeah, also I'm a Rhode Islander. I'm a few nationalities.
What's
if you
Rhode
want to get
Islander
into
mean?
it.
Why would you say that?
If you're an American state national.
I know. Explain to us. Why would you say that?
Because the United States, I don't know how united it is really. Each state is its own country. If we're gonna get real technical into what we're talking about, if we want to get deep. So each state is its own country, and my country is Rhode Island, so that makes me a Rhode Islander, like a Texan or Floridian.
Is that legal?
It's lawful.
It's lawful. So you think I could put that on paperwork?
Yeah, I got it on paperwork.
I agree. I'm just asking you. Like, how did I make it make sense to the lady last night at the weed shop?
Oh, you was just kicking game.
I brought up Texan.
Yeah.
Like, Texas are Texans.
Yeah.
Hawaiians are in Hawaii, they're Hawaiians. Like, a lot of people don't understand that.
It's just, you fix it right at the end of it.
When I knew the government utilized those terms was FEMA. I ran into some people with FEMA, Federal Emergency, whatever that's. But she was like, I'm a Californian. Okay. I'm a Floridian.
And you picked up what she was putting
down. I'm like, why ain't they saying they U.S. citizens? I'm like, they're literally trained to say that.
Yeah, and I remember being at the airport, and I saw the Amish from a distance. They move different.
Yeah.
They moved
So
different.
you saw the Amish at the airport?
I saw the Amish at the airport, and their paperwork was different than mine.
Anybody that questions anything that we do, they should stay in the Amish first.
Yeah.
The Amish don't let you take their picture.
No.
So they're not going to jail.
No.
But they can hop on a plane though.
Yeah, and they can opt out.
Yeah, they opt out of everything. They sit down. They sit down with the some people call Amish got a mafia, man. Look up. I guarantee if you Google Amish mafia, it pops up. Yeah, I
don't know nothing about that.
I guarantee it. You know, this is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes
only.
But that's like a private organization. There's a Jewish mafia. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you watch Power, it's all in there.
Well, under the Constitution, I might be wrong. Don't we have the right to create our own militia?
Yeah.
Ain't that a right?
Yeah.
Not if you're a U.S. citizen. Hey, you've been incarcerated too, right?
Yes,
You've seen that story. 3 or more black people on the yard. That's gang activities.
Actually, I remember walking the yard, and there was about 4 of us, and a CO came, and he was there for the ride, so I didn't really know him, but the other gentleman knew him. And walking, and he picks his pants up, and he goes, "You guys getting the gang back together?" And everybody just started laughing. I was like, "Oh." So what you're saying makes sense.
Right. Yeah. You can't. You got.
I put it together with sometimes with the stuff you say. The way I pick it up, I correlate it to my life. Because if prosperity is your divine birthright, it's your path you got to get through. So you got to correlate it to yourself.
So you know the story of how your family came from Dominican Republic over here?
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Not in depth, but I know my father's, and I know a little bit about my mother's side.
How many generations?
Ooh.
Been to America?
Ooh. So
Your grandpa was here?
No. My grandfather, really.
Yeah, your grandfather, he came over and opened a business.
Opened the business. My father was 14.
With nothing?
He started in Florida. I have no clue. I know how my dad did it. My dad, how he did it was, my dad was 14 years old living on a bench in New York, in Bayside, Queens. He left home young, and they first were in Florida, but when he was in New York, my grandfather was here in Rhode Island already, had his restaurant set up, and he had called my dad for some help. My dad never went back home where he was working at, the guy saw him sleeping at work, gave him keys to the place, to a place up the street for him to stay at, because he caught him sleeping at work. And my father was like a real hard worker. So like if there was paint missing on the wall or something, the owner of the place would take him to like a hardware store and tell the person at the register to let him get whatever he wants. My dad would repaint that guy's whole business, shine everything. My dad, he worked hard his whole life since he was a child. And when my grandfather had called him down for help, he kind of threw my dad the keys and was like, run it. And my dad didn't want it like that. My dad told him no at first, but he said, we're going to do something different. We're going to get it on paper, and you're going to give me basically a loan.
Right. That's lit.
You're basically going to give me a loan on it, so I'm going to work it off. So my grandfather let him work it off, and he paid my grandfather, I believe, like $22,000.
That's lit.
And my mother was working with my godmother at Carolina's restaurant. And Carolina, my grandfather started together at first. And she went down the street and opened up her spot. That's where my mom was originally working at. And my father was working with my mom's sister at my place. Now she works with my mother. But yeah.
That's lit. So you got family history. So that needs to be protected by a trust.
For sure.
A family trust at that.
For sure.
It's generations in.
Yeah, I've been on my dad about it.
Yeah.
And my mom.
Cause
I'm getting them woke.
Yeah, because you're getting a lot of people, like, awakening a lot of people where you're at.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I sat down, I did a podcast with a fellow that I was also incarcerated with, Benny Blades. He was running for mayor.
That's lit.
And he saw what we were talking about with the living trust and all that, and he DM'd me about it. I had your information, but certain things I was like, I don't know if I could give it to him. So I downloaded the app on Amazon, and I told him when I get back, I'm gonna sit down and help him with his paperwork.
Well, in my school, Not here to advertise right now, but you got your own stuff
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
so this over here is my work hat from work. I keep it with me from work on my dad. Been open since 1985.
That's lit.
This is Equity's joint, from what I hear.
No, we was looking to open up another one. They want to open up another one.
Okay.
But, you know, shout out to Shaka
But this is really good.
Shout out to Shaka Root. They in Las Vegas.
And
They're a vegan restaurant.
this is my clothing line. So this is, I took my family lineage, GP, and I put general principles on it. Then on the bottom here is Dare to Be Creative, which is the name of the book that I got coming out.
That's lit.
And there's the I, because God sees everything you're doing.
Damn.
Right? And these are the 4 principles. Dream, trust, believe, create. So, me, I don't really dream much when I go to sleep. But I have dreams and visions every day, right?
Right.
So, I took the 4 last letters of my last name, which is DTBC, because it's 4 different last names of my family, and I remixed it. And I added my own twist to it. And that's what I do in my father's restaurant. I added basically everything from my life to my brand. And dream, trust, believe, create is you have a dream, trust the process, trust in yourself, believe in your creator, and then create the dream.
That's what's up. And you're connected to the hood too, correct?
Yeah,
Where you from?
we are in the south side of Prov. Shout out to a couple people in the music industry in the south side of Prov.
So that's what I'm getting at. So like, cause you know, like you with the public persona that I do put out there with Dr. Kilam. Cause I just want to tell y'all, man, everybody is royalty. If you over here in America, you got a social security number, they took your birthrights, you're royalty. Your lineage is royalty. I don't care your shade, creed, color, all that.
So they owe you.
Yeah, they owe you. Because, like, if I go to the Dominican Republic, there's Dominicans that look like me, right? Light skin.
Yeah, for sure.
Mexicans,
I
Puerto
got family look just
there's
like
no,
you.
There's no white and black anywhere else except America, right? But in a public persona, we be uplifting the black man, letting them know. Because they took their royal, they don't know their,
Yeah, they don't know.
They feel, they do not feel empowered.
Like,
yeah, they think they came from slavery, yo.
Yeah, they
like,
tell them they're like 1/5 of a man or something.
Black history starts with slavery. What about the black queens and queens? Y'all forgot about them? Nefertiti, Sheba, Mansa Musa. Like, come on, man. Like the girl that was in the project, she's like, oh my gosh, I was never taught that. I said, because the 2 men you rocking with, rather you live off massa.
You speaking game. Okay.
You paying massa. They use your social security trust to pay you. I never let nobody label me low income. Why would you put that title on me? Or what they call it, a fixed income.
Fixed income.
Why would I allow you to fix my income? That is a status.
Why am I even letting you even play with my income? It's my
right.
income.
Right. I don't even make an income. I ain't making income. I take fringe benefits and stipends.
Credits.
Credits, right. I took a loan from the business. That's how I move.
Yeah, you take a loan against yourself.
Take a loan from the business. I always owe the business. Always.
That's the setup for sure.
So, what I wanted to get at though is, so being in the area, like obviously your dad didn't have nothing.
No, and my mom didn't either. My mom was 10 kids, and they were beefing over one plantain at dinner time. And the man of the house really got the most food because he had to go work. So the kids kind of like,
damn, that's deep, bro.
It was scarce.
Damn, that's deep.
On my mother's side, it was real scarce, and there's 10 of them. So imagine 2 parents having to feed 10 kids.
Right.
But the man got to eat the most because he got to go to work.
Right. Damn, that's deep.
So he got to watch his kids go hungry, but he got to come back and put food on the table.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep. But with that being said, tell us some of the people that you ran into, like some of the celebrities.
So I ran into a couple people. I did a few meet and greets and all that. So I met Lauryn Hill.
That's lit.
I actually wrote her a poem and got the chance to give it to her. I took a 4-hour Uber ride with my cousin all the way to New York. We went to Barclays. Her brother, my brother, he came and picked us up. So he drove all the way from Rhode Island just to give us a ride back.
That's what's up.
But I met her. She was cool. She was reading it, and it looked like she liked the poem. I also met Timbaland with my brother Brando Sins. Timbaland, Busta Rhymes. I met the Locks.
That's lit.
So that was a cool story with the Locks. That was when I was first getting my feet wet with the clothing line. I knew the owner of the building, and so when I got to the front desk, I had text messages with him about trying to get this duffel bag in because they don't allow that in, the duffel bag that I had.
Right.
So I showed the lady in the front, and she saw who it was. She let me slide. I went in there with 3 zips of weed, man. And I give a zip, one each, one to Sheik, one to Jada, and one to Styles P. Sheik, real quick, he grabbed them all up. He thought it was all for him. I was like, oh, no, it's for everybody. And then split them up. I went with my brother friend to that one. And, yeah, that was a dope experience. Styles P, after he got all the weed and all that, he actually deboed me for the bag. He said it was dope. He told me he was keeping the duffel bag. So I was like, yeah, I got something. If he likes it, I can sell it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah. And I also met Griselda with my boy Oreo, the Griselda crew.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's Benny the Butcher.
I know Benny the Butcher
Yeah,
is.
so
Okay.
it's all 3 of them, the
All right,
group.
got you.
I met them with my brother Oreo, and he actually gave him his mixtape. I don't know if anything went with that, but it was dope. We took a couple pictures.
I remember when you came down to see me, you seen somebody too.
Yeah.
With Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah, I met RZA.
RZA.
RZA got my business card. That was a dope
Yeah,
experience.
you invited me. I was just doing meet and greets with everybody, man. I ain't got no life because of y'all.
Me and you were kind of similar, moving around Dolo. I went to that.
Oh, yeah. So, look, I just want to, one of my liaisons is Hood, Austin Hood, Chicago, Illinois. He's a celebrity in his own. Got $3,000-$4,000 followers. I'm telling you, he's a celebrity, though. Like, the real celebrities ain't known in social media. Like, a lot of people don't know that. But it's somebody that I look up to. But the way we have maneuvered the same way.
Okay.
But he makes sure he gets in any door. Like, he's not taking no for an answer. And that's how y'all have to be with y'all's prosperity.
Yeah.
Like, literally. And just helping the right people, like certain people, that's what got me around the so-called celebrities.
I mean, when you help people, you're doing God's work, so you're helping yourself in return. You invest in people, you invest in God, you invest in your prosperity.
Right. Now, what started building confidence with me to be able to talk shit in the public, really, is some of these celebrities is broke, and they're trying to live off you. Hey, y'all know who I'm talking about. It's the same people I'm trying to help uplift. It'd be the melanated ones.
Man, you funny. You should do stand-up.
Straight up, man. It was some of the comedians that was living off me. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
It was using your jokes?
No. They was using my money, trying to holler at my females. But that's how it goes, man. It's a crazy game. But that's when I learned that a lot of everything in the public is fake.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fiction stuff. Yeah, so I like that you named a lot of real ones.
You gotta pull the curtain open.
Yeah, you named a lot of the real ones
I
in the
actually
game.
bought Styles P, the Pharmacy for Life. I got their CMOS and all their stuff. Like I buy into the artists I like. I bought Busta Rhymes hoodie.
That's lit. I mean, that's
I
how
show
I
them
do
support.
too.
I like them.
And that's what Hood had said. He said, man, I like it because even though you get invited in, you'll still support the artists.
You have to.
Because I'm not bringing my homies in for free, none of that. I'm buying their tickets.
I mean, if I had $1 for every time somebody wanted to hook up at my restaurant, I'd be richer for that than I would for selling the food.
Right. There you go. Everybody wants something free.
Everybody wants something free, man. Everybody, oh, y'all, I know you for so many years. Hook me up and help me keep the lights on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if y'all love me, you know me for so long, put money in my pocket.
Right. I mean,
it gotta go both ways.
So look, I already know the answer to this, but what I want to say is, because you feel that way, you feel like somebody should put some money in your pocket, you put money in other people's pocket.
For sure.
I mean, so how do you justify that? So like me.
It gotta be a two-way street. It can't be a one-way street.
Right. I got you. So,
Yeah.
but I'm saying I'm gonna practice what I preach.
Yeah, go ahead.
So no, I'm just saying. So, like, if I tell people to put money in my pocket too.
Yeah.
Like, my calls anywhere you gonna pay me anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 now.
Oh yeah,
from what
I'm learning with you, I opened up a whole LLC and I told people, you want to talk to me, I need $500 an hour.
Right, you need to talk. You got to pay me.
And I've been talking for free when they run into me in public.
I mean, you're a business owner.
Yeah.
I mean, your family you're a third generation in and you're a generation in on both sides.
And also, speaking to the third generation, people always say that the third generation destroys.
I ain't never heard that one.
I heard that. A buddy of mine was.
Stay away from them.
He was talking about that. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to destroy it. I'm going to remix it and turn it mine.
Right. Yeah, stay away from them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back, though. So, like, being a trust, I take care of my trustee. I take care of everybody, though. If you're connected to me, you're my soul tribe.
That is
you
a
do
fact.
something for me, because every dollar I circulate comes back to me multiplied in a never-ending cycle of increase and enjoyment. I just don't like taking care of begging-ass men. That's my pet peeve, because I was under a bridge, and if I would have just took handouts, I would not be here today. Get your ass up and grind. Do something. You're a man. Men are supposed to be providers.
That's a fact.
Like, that's how I feel.
That's a fact.
Go get it.
That's not a lie.
Like,
It's in my song. I also made a song, and one of the verses is, you got to get up and you got to go do something.
you got to. Men are supposed to provide.
Yeah,
That's why, like, you take care of your people. I take care of my people. But everything is energy.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like an investment. What's like I see you peep his choice of words that he was using.
Yeah.
He was using all choice of words. That's how he knows ass get money.
Yeah.
But he said ROI.
Mm-hmm.
You already knew what it
Return on
meant.
investment.
Yeah, you already knew what it meant. What's the ROI? Because a lot of people just keep buying information.
Mm-hmm.
What is your ROI? Your ROI on the information? You're just getting more information, and you're not doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
So knowledge isn't power; it's applied knowledge. Because you can always get the wrong knowledge, you gotta be able to learn how to apply this shit to your life.
That's a fact. You gotta keep studying.
So anybody I deal with, I want them to see a return on their investments, whether it's time, energy. I'm always an asset. If I can't be an asset, fair exchange isn't robbery.
That's a
You got to
fact.
be able to add in my life. I got to be able to add in your life.
That's a fact. That me and you've been kicking it, and you've been adding a lot to my life.
I mean, and you see how I move too. Everything's spiritual.
Yeah.
Everything's spiritual. Go on the mountains. Go on the water. Go to the beach.
You gotta go with God everywhere you go. Whatever you call him. Whatever your
source goes by many names.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whatever you call him, walk with him in every room, and you won't fail.
Yeah, so and then if you're being your authentic self and you know who you serve, anything against you is going to be the devil.
Yeah.
It's just a test.
Anything getting in your way, any roadblock, it's a test testing you.
Hey, talk to God.
And you got to know how to pivot.
Yeah,
Pray over your food. If it ain't sitting right with you, figure it out.
That's it.
Figure out how to maneuver.
What's the paperwork stuff you had brought?
Oh, I brought,
fell inside. We want to see what you brought, man. I see the title. I see the title in there.
I brought this.
Everything's
paperwork.
title. I got that stuff on me too.
Got your business card.
Let's go. Keep the business cards.
This is the prestige title. Being a duke.
Where you learn that from?
You.
On the school, go to school. SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. School.com/Don Kilam.
Tap in.
I actually use this. So he's a duke. In America, they cannot give you titles of nobility, so they give you titles of slavery, like Mr. and Mrs. These are slave titles to control your ass.
That's a fact.
Come here, Mister. They even call you that in the courtroom, Mr. Delgado.
Yeah, and they did. They did. They definitely did call me that. Even in school.
So I actually
Even in
used
school, they
somebody.
call you
I
that
made them a
public school.
baroness, and it helped them with their court case because you can become a baroness on there too.
Yeah.
But what I got with me too. So you got the international
Yeah,
permit.
and I got my other IDs too in my wallet.
Yeah, he got a lot of IDs. I use the Palu ID a lot.
I got that
So
one
this
too.
is what I carry on me in the car. I just give them this. This works, y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
International job permit. They'll back up off you quick. This one don't expire until 2027.
And don't listen to the people that tell you it's fake. They don't have prosperity as their birthright.
Well, it's just information. What is an ID? It's used for information. Listen, man, listen, I don't need no validation from the public. And this is my podcast, so I can say what I want. If you're not rocking with me, fuck you. I didn't ask you to rock with me anyways, pussy. But that's how I feel. Straight up. Who the government pays to talk to me. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't give a fuck. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Man, how long did dude say he was working for the federal government last night?
Ooh, like 25 years.
Come on, man. Listen, come on. I don't give a fuck who you are. I know what I'm doing is right. Motherfuckers come to me, hey, this is what I got going on. Matter of fact, I do work for the federal government. You dig what I'm saying?
So they're telling you everything you know is correct.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
You want to do it your way, dog.
Yeah.
This is a world passport. This works too. Most Def did get caught up in Africa with this
I saw
stuff.
that.
But Barack Obama even has one of these. I can't make this up.
I know a couple people that have that.
Fact check that. Barack Obama has one of these. Fact check me. Why would Barack Obama have one if it's illegal? Wasn't he the president?
Mm-hmm. That means he's a worldly citizen, if you want to call it. He's of the earth.
It comes with birth certificates and everything. So I need y'all to understand. I'm gonna show y'all how fake y'all are and how scam you are if you think the shit I'm doing is fake.
Break it down.
In the Bible, if you're in America, mostly you was raised on the Christianity, especially if you're so-called American or U.S. citizen,
I was
right?
raised Catholic, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they trust in God more than you. That's why they get ahead, and they out here killing people. It says, in God we trust, right on the money.
Look at the money.
Hey, look at the money, man. That's a trust.
Read it.
Their notes come from a real trust.
It's all symbolized.
They put your assets in the trust, and they call it the in God we trust, because you don't trust in God. Because if you trust in God, you would have made a covenant and signed that birth certificate. Because a birth certificate proves who your maker is. Like, it's not hard. Are you 6 pounds, 7 ounces? Why are you still identifying with a certified copy?
If you look at my ID, it's a different identification.
Like, different. So, like, this right here, I got a whole, they give you, that's what I like about the world government. They give you a whole birth certificate.
Oh, that's dope.
They give you a birth certificate. It's stamped and everything and raised.
That's dope.
But we make our own. We're not going to make our own.
Because you can only control what you create.
Yeah, you can only control what you create.
You didn't create it, you don't control it.
That's absolutely correct. So also, like, we use the Palu IDs, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That makes you a foreigner, correct?
Yes, it does.
Well, being Dominican would be foreign too as well, right?
Yes.
So what do you think Amish would be? Would they be foreign too?
Yeah.
Foreign to the system?
For sure, foreign to the system.
It's against their commandments. So a covenant, a lot of people don't understand, a covenant cannot, because the government can't interfere with a private contract. So they can't go against the covenant with God. That's like a private contract with you and God. Church versus the state. A lot of people don't understand this.
If you create your own covenants, you control what your relationship with God.
Tell us about the bank account that you because I had some issues. Let's just keep it real.
So
I had some individual accounts moving too much money on individual accounts. They shut down some accounts.
Yeah, they did some things to my brother here. So he had called me. Actually, I don't know if it was a phone call or what, but we spoke and he needed to open up an account. And he sent me 3 pieces of paperwork. It was the mission statement, the bylaws,
banking resolutions.
the banking resolutions.
Now, did anything have any codes, statutes?
No, it was
talking about the Holy Bible.
Yes, it was on a religious basis because the government can't interfere with what you believe in. So I went and I created a trust with this automated thing that I bought on Amazon. I typed it up. It was real plug and play. And I went to the bank, dirty. I'm in flip flops and ball shorts. I don't recommend you do that. You look professional, but I went in there being me.
Right.
I went in there just being me. I was fresh from work, rushing really to get it done. Because you called, I was like, let me just get this done. So I walk in, I sit down with the guys. I'm cracking jokes and all that. And when they come with the trust, they didn't know where it lied in their system, where it could fit into. So they basically walked me through it.
They say it wasn't a scam.
No. They walked me through it. They were just like, is this registered with the state?
You said no.
No, it's not.
Unincorporated.
It's an unincorporated association. So they put it down as a social club that's how they could identify it in their system. So they just did what worked for me.
Right.
Because they work for me anyway.
Right.
That's why when I walked in.
People go in there scared.
Yeah, and you can't go up in there scared. And they stamped everything too.
I got my own debit card?
Yeah, they notarized it. You got your own debit card without your social.
I didn't give them no social.
No social.
Did I show up?
Nope.
I showed my ID?
You weren't even there.
I showed them my ID?
None of that. It was funny, the banker, when he was asking for your information, he asked me for the social. I said he doesn't have one. He took a piece of paper and a pen, wrote down some numbers, and he was like, oh, that's fine. And they printed the bank card and gave it to me right there.
That's how it works, man.
Quick.
You got California.
For everybody like debating on what do I do first? What's my first step? What? There's no order. It's what do you want to do? Figure that out.
Right, get a plan.
Figure that out.
Get a vision first.
Yeah. Put the dream together.
Right, that's it.
What's in your head? What are your goals? What are you trying to put together?
And then get around people that fit your goals or fit your vision.
Yeah.
A lot of people just hang around people you need to hang around people that are already where you want to be.
Listen, I used to hang around with people, sitting in the car, smoking weed all day, doing nothing. And the only thing we had in common is that we were smoking weed. When I stopped smoking weed, life started to change.
That's what's up.
Life started to change.
Well, I smoke weed still. Well, cannabis, the flower.
Yeah.
But I sit in the car, I smoke weed, I still work.
We'll be back after a quick break.
All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kilam.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't dabbled back into it before, but I just noticed when I was heavy into that.
Right. It's not for everybody.
It wasn't for everybody.
And I think a lot of y'all right now, if y'all smoking weed, y'all can go ahead and, because y'all spending a lot of money, man.
That's what I'm saying.
A quarter.
If you can save your money and dive into your prosperity, do that.
Because listen, it's $50 a month in the school.
Yeah.
$50 a month, man.
And that's what hit me in the head. One day when I was really heavy smoking, I was smoking an ounce a day when I was smoking. And I'm like, bro, I'm smoking
I think we're between 200 to 400 out here.
I'm smoking my money in the air. Like, just think of what I could be putting that towards.
Right.
My sister got kids. I'm smoking money. I'm bugging out.
I feel you. That makes sense. Unless it's a write-off. It's part of your persona.
Yeah. If you know how to maneuver it, but in my sense, and the way it wasn't working for me because I was wasting time, I wasn't putting together a plan. It just made
that's for a lot of people out there. So I get it. Now for me, cannabis, I like to call it cannabis because cannabis is a flower.
That's for sure.
It helped me instill my beliefs in affirmations. Because I was always,
it helped me a lot.
I knew it motivated me to get money.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It helped me a lot creatively. That's when it helps me a lot. Like at night, when I'm in my own zone, music or poetry or something, I tapped into creative juices on marijuana or cannabis, excuse me. But lately, the sativa, it wasn't working for me. It just wasn't.
So with me, it just like, I just knew that I had to have it every day. And I would figure out how to get money to get it. So I always said, I use my affirmations. Because remember I was teaching you about affirmations because listen to the laws of affirmation. Yes. You speak forth your prosperity. One way to obtain your manifestations is speaking forth your prosperity. Abracadabra. I create what I speak. So she said, the lady in the video said, this lady had a friend who taught her these principles, and she said, I have plenty to share and spare. This is what she kept saying. And she said that Christmas she had plenty of fruitcake. Then she learned how to get definite with the infinite. She started saying, I have plenty of money to share and spare for my personal use now. Yeah, so that's when I started using cannabis. I have the best cannabis to share and spare for my personal use now.
I was doing that.
And that shit started happening.
I was giving it away. So when I was smoking, I was giving it away for sure.
The same way with cash. Yeah. So the same way with like abundance of money, like you should want it, you should be able to, the more money you have, the more people you can help.
For sure.
So you should.
That's always been my goal. So like I have a cousin and we always used to have this debate, right? Of, if you hit the lottery, what would you do with it? And he plays the lottery every day. Still to this day, he plays lottery. But we would talk about it, And I would tell him, like, all the people that I would help. And he was like, bro, you would give me that much? Like, he was in shock. I'm like, yeah, I would give you that much, bro. You're my brother. Like, and he just looked at me like, and he teared up. But I never really played the lottery because I said, if I don't play, I win every day.
Damn.
I don't know if that's deep, but if I don't play, I win every day.
Because you didn't lose.
You know what I mean? So, lottery, you got to make your own lottery.
I feel like I won the lottery when I discovered Don Kilam.
Exactly.
Like Don Kilam was my lottery. But it's like, we understand these different people that's within us, and I just learned how to name them and direct them. Because, like I was telling you, you're not the same person. Say I go to the gas station. I'm not the same person that I am at the gas station than I would be with my mom or my dad.
If you go with that, then you go by all my nicknames. So all my nicknames growing up, one was Gordo, which was because of my size, right? That was also a prison nickname. Manny, shorter for Manuel. Then me and my cousins, we had this thing where we spun our names. So my name would be Wynam. So Dane's name would be Yed. Steven's name would be Navets. Like, we'd flip our names backwards. My mom had bought me a Manny Fresh chain. And at the time, I looked like Manny Fresh, right? I was in middle school, had a fro, had my little chain. Everybody thought that I was melanated, right? Which, yeah. So my mom bought me that chain for my birthday. And Dad bought me a car when I turned like 15, 16, right when I was about to get my license. And in the car, I got real drunk.
Oh, damn.
I did something I wasn't supposed to do. I was drinking, driving, smoking. And my dad found me parked in the driveway perfectly, not crashed, nothing. But I was laid up in my own vomit, just laid out. He woke, that was the first time he hit me in my life.
Damn.
He woke up beating me up. Like, that's how he woke me up, beating me up. So I was getting punched in my face, beat up. He dented the chain, punched me in my chest. I'm walking away, getting these punches, I'm not dropping. I walk in the house, my mom comes out on the towel, she's like, Manny, what are you doing? I'm like, Mom, who is this nigga and why the fuck he keep hitting me? Boom, he clocks me in the back of the head. But I took the chain and I ended up pawning it because it was dented. I didn't even bother fixing it. I never think I told my mama that either.
No, that's crazy.
But so Manny Fresh, and then from Manny Fresh came Fresco. Took out the Manny, then changed to Fresco. And then I took Fresco with the clothing brand and I added Fresco GP. And I used that as my stage name in poetry.
That's lit. That's lit.
Yeah.
And I be seeing you doing your thing on poetry. That's how I knew you were spiritual.
Yeah,
and
shout
shit.
out to Vlad, shout out to TDN, shout out to all the poetry scenes down there in Rhode Island.
And I told you that's how I got my start in the public, just showing up to stuff like that.
Yeah.
People playing like instruments and stuff, and then people just doing freestyling to the instruments and things like that. And that's how I got over my like fears and phobias of public speaking.
Yeah, so it was funny because in school, I had like a phobia of public speaking, but I was a class clown too. So it was like, if it was an assignment, I was scared. But if I was horsing around, it didn't make a difference to me. There was a school event one time, and this is when I knew I wanted to be on stage. The first time. The second time, shout out to Rudy when it came to poetry, but the first time, it was in high school. There was like a rock band or something on stage. And me and Scarlett, she was my prom date at the time, we're on stage and we're rocking out. I'm doing this air guitar thing. And I grab my, at the end, I grab down, the whole school starts laughing. Like teachers are laughing at me, everybody's laughing at me. But the high that I felt before that part, I was like, bro, I could be up here. This is cool.
Right, that's lit.
This is cool.
That's lit. So the first time we did meet, it was in Vegas, right? You came down to Vegas?
Yeah, I came down to Vegas.
All right. How'd you think about that event? What'd you think about that?
That event was dope. And then we got to like hang out with you and really get to know you. Went had brunch.
That was a
with
pretty
you.
good turnout too.
Yeah,
That
it
bitch was
was.
nice.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. There was a lot of people there too.
Yeah, then I had the 2-day private events.
Yep.
The next,
That was dope.
yeah, we had dinner.
We got super in tune.
I just want to tell you about, man, listen, when it comes to this community, ain't nobody doing it like Don Cologne. I don't care what nobody say.
That's a fact.
Like
So-
I dropped, listen, I be dropping bills. Like when it comes to like feeding my people,
Yeah.
like with food and stuff,
Yeah.
like when you understand the game, it's just a write-off though.
That's a fact.
But yeah,
Once you figure
like
that
you going
out.
to the finest restaurants, the best of the best. You're a board member now.
Yeah, we went out to eat. Me, Bams, your boy Caesar. That restaurant was beautiful.
All 3-course meals and
yeah, it
shit.
was all 3-course meals. Food was
Yeah,
amazing.
we did Gene twice.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
So-
I had a private meeting there with some trustees.
Mhm.
They paid me $5,500 to eat with me.
Yeah, I remember when I pulled up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, that's the life, man. Ain't nobody living this life, man.
That was the Mike Tyson fight too. That
yeah,
night.
the night of the Mike Tyson
was the
fight.
night of the Mike
Yep,
Tyson fight.
yep. But I wasn't even worried about the fight. I was sitting there meeting
No,
with the
no, we were
trustees.
chopping it
Yeah,
up.
they're trustees.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
part of the board.
But let us know, man. If you got any closing words,
So listen,
let us know how we can find you on. I usually give them the Instagram, or
Yeah.
however they can
all right,
reach
cool,
out.
But I gotta say this. I looked for this information in a lot of different places. Everybody has their own lane, I guess, so to speak, right? Ain't no lane like Don Kilam's lane.
Let's go.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And you've been around the world.
I've been to a couple places. I've been to Brazil. Yeah. And
You did the ayahuasca?
I did ayahuasca. Yeah. So that retreat was dope. That was a real dope experience.
That's lit.
That was life changing.
That's lit.
And it's continuing.
That's lit.
Yeah. So you can find me on all social media at Fresco_GP, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. That's where I'm at.
They shut my last Instagram down.
Yeah, they did.
Mine's Don Kilam _legacy.
But I remember I was trying to, which I shouldn't have tried. I should have really put down the task. But there was a man that Jadakiss had posted on Instagram that can get that fixed for you.
Yeah, they say they can. I'm not tripping.
Okay.
But you can text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Again, text Private Life to 702-200-4900. That's how you can tap in. Tap in, man. Listen, face your fears quit being scary, man. This is the day of enlightenment. This day, some people say it's the day of the age of Aquarius. I don't know nothing about that. God made 6 days and rested on the 7th, man. So,
And God didn't make the world for you to be scared in it.
ain't nobody coming to save you. So get up off your ass and go get it. With that, I'm out. Much peace and love.
You some love.
In a world where the tax system can seem overwhelming, one book is here to guide you towards financial empowerment. Introducing The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by best-selling author Don Kilam. Are you looking to demystify the complexities of taxes and harness the power of tax credits? The Capitalizing Namepreneur provides an understanding of effectively utilizing your tax credits. Discover the secrets behind setting up a tax firm, understanding the strawman name, protecting your assets, and navigating the implications of the Social Security Trust Fund. Don Kilam's expertise shines through every page. It's like having a personal financial advisor by your side. Get your copy of The Capitalizing Namepreneur today and unlock the power of tax credits to enhance your financial well-being. Order your copy now and take control of your tax strategies. The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.